I don't want pull no trigger. I just want this, cause I can play. I don't want no wahala, no wahala, no wahala, no wahala, no wahala, no wahala.
I should have tried the wig on before I put the foundation on it, but trust me, it was looking very ashy, very white, very coquettious, and that's not what we want. This wig is looking a little bit like a balloon right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, but we're gonna fix it. I think that I want some curls, but I'm not sure. Like, I feel like I should have decided what I wanted to do with this wig before I started this video, but it's okay, it's okay. I'm not gonna use anything crazy. I'm just gonna use my Got2b gel and my Got2b spray, maybe my Eben melting spray. And before you guys go in the comments and say we shouldn't use it, man, we shouldn't, I know. The thing is, I bought all these products before, you know, the drama, before they were cancelled, and I'm just not about to throw away products. I'm sorry, I'm not about to like play in your guys' face and be like, oh, I threw them away because we canceled them. I'm gonna use them. I'm just not going to buy them again. Let's be for real here. I already spent my money on them. So for my wig and so I like to apply the products on something first before. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this. If you guys want a better hold, use the yellow one. I know the yellow one is like a little bit tricky to use. I honestly do not keep my wigs so long. I only keep them for like a couple of hours, maybe 24 hours. And then I take them off because I have to hydrate my hair or something. So I don't usually like to use glue. Also, I'm growing my edges out, so that's another reason why I do not like to use glue. So next, I'm taking my Flex and Tahoe Got2b and I'm going to spray a little bit on top of the gel like this. I'm just mixing the gel and the spray together. That's also one of the reasons why I do not like to apply it directly to my forehead, because it's a little bit harder to do, obviously. But yeah, I'm mixing them until it's like a little white. This is a respectable channel, so I can't tell you guys what it looks like, but until it looks like this. If you know, you know. Let's go back to the wig. For the wig, I'm just going to push back the wig a little bit, so you guys are going to be able to see how big my forehead is. Not too much on me now. Oh my lord. Now I have a little bit of product on my forehead because the lace had foundation on it. So I'm gonna have to clean my forehead before I apply the product. So I'm gonna use this. It's a lace frontal wig. I'm not going to glue on the sides. I'm going to use my own edges for the side. I don't want to like apply too much glue on my forehead, especially like the hair on the side of my head are very fragile. So what I like to do is just glue on the middle part and leave the side like a closure. Also, if you're new to wigs, do not, and I cannot stress this enough, do not get a lace frontal first. Like a 5x5 is like the perfect closure size for like an everyday wig, but you do you, it's your money. So first thing first, I'm just going in with a tiny layer of the mixture. I'm doing my best to avoid my hair, like my actual edges, but you still have to be very careful with removing that wig to not rip out your edges. Even like on the spot that I'm putting it, I know you guys can see it on camera, or maybe I'm just delusional, but I still have some hair in that spot. But it is what it is. The wig cannot be glued on my eyebrows, so I have to deal with it. I can't find my fan, but usually what I like to do is just take my fan to dry the front. I do not like to dry the front with the hair dryer, especially gel. I don't have that problem with glue, but sometimes it dries the gel too fast, so I just like to let it hair dry or to use my fan. Usually when I'm doing this step, I like to use 1 or 2 layers. I do not like to go over 2 layers. I feel like 2 layers is perfect. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Even when I keep my wig for like a week, I just want to wait a little bit. I want to say 60 seconds, maybe a little bit more, before you put the lace on top of the glue or the gel. So let's just move the wig. One thing I try to do, and sometimes it's a little bit hard, but I just try to put the lace as close as possible to like the line. And I don't know if you guys saw it or clocked it, I applied the glue on like 1 inch of my forehead. So now I need my comb. Okay, there it is. Now I'm just pressing. I'm not very important. You guys are seeing my fingers applying pressure on the lace, right? But I'm not putting my finger on the spot where I put the glue, because if you do that, it will turn white. You will have a white cast. So try your best to like apply pressure on the wig. Maybe just put your hand right there and just apply pressure with the comb or whatever you want to use. It's always better to apply less glue and then you're able to like go back to the lace than to apply too much. Oh, the glue is not mixing well with my foundation right now. It's all going to dry and look melted together. Now, because this is a lace frontal, you can see you're seeing the side trying to lift and expose me. I usually only glue my wig from like here to here. Let me pull them while I'm saying that. I'm just going to use my edges for the rest of this install. This is also a very good trick if you have a wig that's too small, like it fits in the middle but it doesn't fit on the side of your hair. So this is how it's looking. This is how the lace is looking so far. And you may ask yourself, why am I not tying down that lace? The gel is not completely dry yet. It will leave a white cast that I will have to like fix, and I just don't want to do that. So I'm just waiting for the gel to dry a little bit more. So for right now, I'm just going to push some of the hair back just to make sure I don't have any hair going. Like this one, like I don't have any hair going in front of the lace like this. So making sure they all back. So I'm going to take my hair tie and I'm going to tie the front of the lace. I think I'm going to cut this wig. Honestly, for the hair tie part, I keep it as long as I'm styling my hair, so it can be between 10 to 30 to an hour. However, I feel like the longer you can go with the hair tie, the better. If you feel like it's starting to give you a headache, I would tell you to remove it or just make it looser. But I try to keep it for as long as possible. But anyway, the one thing I do not like about this wig is that when I flat iron it, the roots look a little poofy. Like it makes my head looks overly rounded. So I'm going to cut some layers in it. I know for a couple of seconds it's going to make it look worse. Okay, but we're going to fix it after. So I'm just going to like cut layers all over the wig. So to do so, I'm just going to use the butterfly / wolf cut method. Okay, I can't find my hair tie, so I'm going to use this a little scrunchie. Wait, that's not flat. Yeah, so I'm just doing it like this. I'm making sure that the hair is as flat as I can. And I'm going to tie it in between my eyebrows, just like this. Ooh, this is how we're looking. I look a little bit crazy right now, but I'm just going to cut this. I know it looks like I'm cutting half of the hair, but I promise you I'm not. Here. Oh my god, the hair is thick. Okay, and obviously you try to cut as straight as you can. Like look at this. I'm just saying, wait. Wait. Ooh, see? Okay, it doesn't look straight on camera, but it's pretty straight. So now I'm just going to like, and don't be afraid to like really get into the hair when you're cutting it. Also make sure that your hand is far away from like where you're cutting, because I've definitely cut myself before by having my hand too close to where I was cutting. So now I'm just going to let the hair down. This is the moment that's a little scary, where we have to pray. Oof. See, it doesn't look like I cut that much. I mean it does. It was like over my boobs and it's done. Before I start this wig, I'm actually going to remove my headband. But for now, let's just see how it looks. I'm not gonna lie, the wig is still giving balloon. Yes, it is, and my friend looks ginormous, but we're gonna fix that. But before we do, I'm just going to take my melting spray and I'm going to apply it in the front of the lace, exactly where the lace is ending, like right here. I don't like the applicator on this because I genuinely don't like to spray it on. I just like to take the back of my comb, dip it in, and apply it like this, because that way I know exactly where the product is going, and I'm also not applying it, you know, all over my face. Just like that. That way I'm also making sure that it lays pretty flat. But yeah. And I keep my edges out for the end because for me, I feel like I always wait for like the last minute to do my edges, because I want to leave the house with my edges like fresh. I realized one thing, I do not like when the hair is like sticking down. I like a little bit of volume, not too much, but I do like a little bit of volume. So I often use mousse alone. That being said, I'm still gonna use it with this wig because I need that flatness in the wig. I don't like to use the wax stick alone. With foam, I feel like it looks better. Maybe it's just this one though. Maybe I just don't like this one. I take my head comb and I'm just pressing on the hair. You guys can see the difference between this side and this side. Also, I've seen a lot of people installing their wigs without a head comb. And I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, it does not look good. Maybe you can't see it, but it does not look good. Use a hot comb, okay? Use it. Don't be scared of it. But whatever, I'm going to do my curls, and I'm going to do quick curls. I start by combing the hair. I take my flat iron or my curl iron, whatever, and I just curl it in the opposite direction, like this, and I drag it to the ends and I pull. Every time you curl your hair, if you don't like one curl, you just have to don't do this 5 times, by the way, but if you did one curl and you don't like it, you just have to take your, what's the name of that, heat protectant, especially if it's a spray the curl with it, rub the product in, and guess what? You can just go ahead and do it again. This is how the hair is looking so far. I look like somebody's auntie. I mean, I am somebody's auntie. You guys know what I mean. So I found my hairspray. I do apply a lot, but I hate the smell of this, so I have to chill. Because this side is already like pretty dry, I'm going to brush this side first, so that way this side gets to dry. I like this little fake blowout moment. Let's take this down. Ooh, child. Okay, I have a little bit of white residue going on, but nothing crazy, nothing cray. I haven't fixed this side, so I look a little crazy, but while it's drying, spray the alcohol on the Q-tip. Not a lot. Just want a little bit of product on it, and just go over the white spot like this. And you want to keep moving your hands, because if you like keep on rubbing the same spot, the wig will lift, and we don't want that. See, just like that, white spots are gone. And now the step I like to do is to take my bronzer. This one is the Fancy Caramel Cutie Bronzer. Taking a small brush, very small. Oh, my hair looks good, baby. And I go over the lace with the brush. Okay, now we have the Sleek and Shine Anti-Freeze Serum from Garnier. And I'm just taking out a little bit. Just a little bit. And I go to the hair like this. I like to shake my head just to see how the curls are like laying. Now for the side, because obviously I cannot leave the side of my hair like that. I'm going to take some gel. I'm just going to do my edges real quick. If you want this to stay for longer, I usually spray a little bit of the got to be spray and I mix it with the gel. So that way, whoa, that way it stays, like my edges stays in place for longer. The good part about this is that you don't have to do a lot. I try not to take too much because my edges are pretty long. Well, not these one, they're pretty short. So I just take the hair at the beginning, like the baby hairs. And I usually tie my hair up after this. I'm going to tie my hair up to do my makeup anyway, so...
C'est trop beau tes cheveux!
Thank you, thank you!
T'as coupé?
Ouais, j'ai coupé dedans.
T'as fait des layers?
Yeah, thank you. Je t'ai appelé pour que tu donnes ton feedback à YouTube, pour que tu leur dises est-ce que c'est cute.
Ok, je donne mon feedback. C'est vraiment...
Ok, mais ma page est en anglais.
It's really pretty. Really pretty. Oh my god! Au Québec, est-ce que tu m'as parlé tranquille?
I like the hair, like I really like it. However, it would look so much better with like curtain bangs, but I've got curtain bangs in almost all my wigs, so I'm trying not to with this one. To end this video, I'm just going to put the hair up. I feel like I'm going to like it better, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, so putting the hair up is pretty easy, honestly. Like this is my technique to hide obviously the back. I just do a ponytail, like a high pony. Make sure it's really high. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I do a high pony like this. Can you guys see? Okay, so I want it to lay on the front. So I'm just pulling on the hair like this. I'm going to leave the shorter pieces of the hair. Just going to let them lay like this, and I'm going to take the longer pieces like this, and I'm taking the front pieces, the longer one. So I'm just covering the back with it. There's another technique I can do, but now it's too late for me to do it. I should have done it before, but I didn't know that I wanted to do a ponytail. So I'm just tying it in the back for today. I think it's cute like this. I'm going to take a gold hairpin. You don't have to, I'm just being extra right now. Pin it. Oh, and the back like this. Use a hair clip to put it higher and see. Oh yeah. Yeah. And that's it for this video. I really hope that you guys like it. Tell me in the comments if you like the hair, if you like the hairstyle. Do you like it better straight, curly, or with the ponytail? I think you guys can tell that I like it way more with the ponytail. So that's it, my little babies. I really hope that you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. So as always, I love you guys so much. Bye.
Ladies, come wine for me slowly.